Welcome to the silliest thing I saw this week. My name is Dave Pyper, and I bring you the silliest things that I find each week in the NFL. We are sponsored this week by Vuori, makers of the most comfortable clothing on the planet. I will talk more about Vuori later in the show. Last week, I asked you guys to like the video, and boy, did you ever. We had like 90% more likes than I usually get on typical videos. So I want to say thank you all for hitting that thumbs up. It really makes me feel appreciated and warm inside. I will try to return the favor with some silliness from week 15, which there was plenty, and I wanted to kick this week off in Nashville where we had some silliness that surprisingly did not involve Will Levis. Here in the third quarter, the Titans are trying to close the gap, but Tony Pollard is stripped on this handoff, and check out the penetration by McKinney Jackson on this one. Pollard never had a chance really, and in the mess of it, Jordan Battle comes out with the ball with the easy scoop and score, or so I thought. Right before Battle crosses the goal line, he switches the ball from his left hand to his right hand and somehow fumbles it out of the back of the end zone. You can hear the excitement from the home crowd when they show the replay live on the Jumbotron.
The end zone, but did he break the plane with possession? It looks like he did. Or did he?
Really, Battle's face tells you everything that you need to know. I really don't know what he's doing here. The Bengals fans feel the same way. It's hard for me to believe that a professional football player could do something like this, but what if I told you that Battle wasn't the only one on Sunday to commit this atrocious mistake? That takes us to Mile High, where the equestrian engagement went down, and here at the beginning of the third quarter, Jonathan Taylor takes this handoff, and look at the vision from Taylor weaving through to take this one to the house, but pay attention to what Taylor does at the end of this run. That's right. He drops the ball like half a foot early as well. Like, my goodness, man, it hurts my body to see this. I think of all the fantasy players that lost this touchdown. Like, it has to hurt, especially in like a playoff week. It's really confusing. I really don't get why guys are doing this. Colts end up going on to lose this one, and it kind of felt like this was the turning point in the game. And you know, while we're in Denver, I'll show you another funny play from the Colts. Here, the Colts are pushed back, and Richardson takes this snap. He's nearly sacked before getting this pass off, which is batted down back into his hands. Richardson grabs the batted ball and makes a move and somehow gets back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, check out the replay. Roach here almost has Richardson dead to rights, so AR needs to get the ball out, but the pass is just swatted back into AR's breadbasket, and he makes a move upfield and heads out of bounds. Great play from a giant human. I love what this guy is capable of when things look grim. Good on you, AR. All right, we're going to shift a little bit from the silliness to maybe one of the weirder things that I've seen in NFL 2024. This week, the Saints decided to go with second-year quarterback Jake Haener, and things did not go great for the young QB. Here in the second corner, Haener takes a shot downfield to Kamara, and Sanders still picks the ball off. What grabbed my attention here was the moment after the interception on the sideline with Darren Rizzi trying to console Haener. I mean, that's love right there. He's petting him like I pet my dog Winky. I imagine this is how I'm going to have to approach my daughter when she figures out that Santa isn't real. Each and every week, the silliest thing is brought to you by Vuori, makers of the most comfortable and versatile clothes on the market. When I was watching the Browns get beat by the Chiefs this week, it was nice that I didn't have to be physically uncomfortable too, because I was in my Vuoris. Whether you're pacing around the living room because your team is losing like mine this week, running to get snacks at halftime, or hitting the gym because of said snacks, Vuori's got you covered. Seriously, these clothes are absurdly comfortable and equally versatile. I'm wearing the same joggers to work, to watch the game, or to go for a workout. I may as well just glue them onto me. Head over to Vuori.com/Harris for 20% off your first purchase. That will let them know that we sent you, and hopefully they'll keep sponsoring the show. Thank you, Vuori. Now let's get back to some silliness. I promised you guys a few weeks ago that if I saw any Little Feetsies segments, that I would be having a return of the Little Feetsies segment. And thankfully, the Little Feetsies have returned for Week 15 when Tajay Spears took this run up the middle on 2nd and goal. Spears sees an opening and tries his best to jump through, but is caught midair by Jermaine Pratt. Pratt holds him up, and Spears is just kind of floating around there for a while. The pusher of the pile is J.C. Latham, and we can thank J.C. for the touchdown. Little Feetsies are literally nowhere near the ground here. Thank goodness Mark Schlereth wasn't announcing this game, because his head might have just exploded in the booth, and I'm not sure what Fox would have done to handle that. I love the little Feetsies segment, and I hope that we can keep this coming for the rest of the year. All right, here's a quick one, and while this wasn't technically silly, I was flabbergasted when I saw this live because of how unlucky and crazy it was. Coming out of the half, the Browns are trying to put some points on the board, and Jameis Winston tries to get this ball to Nick Chubb. The pass is a bit outside. Chubb can't pull the pass in and tips the ball to Nick Bolton. And Bolton tips the ball back to Chubb, and Chubb looks like he's going to make the catch, but instead traps the ball between his hand and his leg. As the players are falling, Bolton manages to strip the ball from Chubb and maintain control as they go to the ground. I mean, look at that. I'm sorry that this isn't the funniest thing. It's just, maybe I just needed to cope after watching this game. Thanks for listening to my feelings, but this is nuts. And that is going to do it for me this week, guys. I want to thank Viore. Do yourself a favor and head over to viore.com/Harris for 20% off your first order. I was going to show you guys this hilarious play where Guerrero ran into Debo before he got to the line of scrimmage. Timing, fellas. It's all about timing. I love how Guerrero goes like just straight to the ground after the collision. It cracks me up. You guys crack me up too, actually. Thanks for all the love and support in the comments, and I seriously cannot thank you guys enough for liking the video so much last week. I feel the love, and I will be back week 16 with some more NFL silliness. Have a week.
Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button. Write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.